Hey guys, this is Yours Feastfully Varun Inamdar, and today I'm going to make a recipe which is spicy, savory, full of flavor, but most importantly, easy to make, a Frankie. So what's different about this Frankie? Well, this one is vegetarian but has keema. Confused? Well, allow me to make a Veg Kheema Frankie using appliances from Bajaj Electricals. The first thing is to make the stuffing or the Kheema mixture, for which we need to cut the vegetables nice and fine. For that, I'm going to use a Bajaj food processor. I have a mixture of cauliflower, carrots and green cabbage. The vegetables are cut and ready, and this is how I want these to look. Let's heat a pan. The first thing that needs to be done is heat some oil. Once the oil heats up, the first thing that goes in the oil is crushed ginger, garlic and green chilies. Give it a light stir, and while this is cooking, I'll add in crushed onions. We need to cook these onions for around 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame, and once that's done, we need to add in crushed tomatoes. Stir this well, and while this is cooking, we need to add in all the powdered spices. Cumin powder, chaat masala, red chili powder, curry powder and salt as required. We need to give all of this a good mix and allow this to cook on medium flame for another 3 to 4 minutes. While the onion and tomato mixture is ready, the next thing that goes in are soya granules. These have been prior soaked for 20 minutes in warm water. Along with this, the cut vegetables and some green peas. We need to mix the vegetables and the masala nicely and evenly, and for this, you may wish to add in a little bit of water. Let's mix this well. We need to cover this with a lid and allow this to cook for a further 7 to 8 minutes. While the keema mixture is getting cooked, let's use the food processor and quickly make the dough for the chapati. For that, I'm going to use atta or wheat flour. To this, we'll be adding in a little bit of salt. Along with this, some vegetable oil. I'm going to put the lid back. Run this precisely for 2 seconds and add in water as required. We intend to make a soft, pliable dough. As a child, I used to see my mother make this dough traditionally by hand kneading. But when I became a chef myself and started doing this, trust me, I hated this. So if you are like me and also do not like hand kneading, this is a savior for you. This now needs to rest for 20 minutes. Let's also check if the keema mixture is cooked and ready. The vegetables seem to be cooked. All that's now required is to dry off the moisture on high flame. The next step is to make a chapati, for which I'm going to use a hard anodized tawa. You need to heat this on high flame, and the next step is to pinch lemon-sized balls out of the dough. Roll these nicely, press a little and dab this in the dry flour. With the help of a rolling pin, you need to form round discs. You need to add in a little bit of extra flour to ensure this does not stick. Once the tawa heats, I'm going to transfer the chapati on the tawa and allow this to cook on high flame for 30 to 40 seconds. Once the chapati gets bubbles on the top side, we need to flip this over and add in a little bit of oil on the top surface. We need to flip this over and cook this further for another 30 to 40 seconds. Similarly, like so, we need to start making the other chapatis for the Frankie. The moisture has dried up and the keema mixture is ready. Let's turn the flame off and begin with making the Frankie. Smear in some mayonnaise and tomato ketchup and a spoonful of the keema. Well, with this, you can be as generous as you wish to. I'm going to top this up with some shredded cabbage, juliennes of tomatoes, along with some freshly chopped coriander. We need to roll this up and similarly start making the other Frankies. I'm sure your taste buds are tingling to try this delicious Frankie. So what are you waiting for? Rush to your kitchens and make it. I shall continue visiting you on your screens with such easy and tasty feasts with appliances from Bajaj Electricals.